All right. Hello, everybody who's ready for lunch today. Thanks for joining me today for Let's Have Lunch. And I have decided that we're going to talk today about holiday cards. I want you to understand how fabulous holiday cards are in Forever and to see how simple it is to make them. So let's just start off with a quick couple of reasons why I want to encourage you to give Forever a try this year for your holiday cards. First is the quality. So the quality of the cards are phenomenal. If you're familiar with Minted, they are a high quality do-it-yourself card. Forever uses the same printers as Minted. And there are several options for card quality as well for you to select upon your checkout when you're creating your card. Also, there's a whole new card experience at Forever to give you some really great flexibility and options when creating a beautifully designed card. So we're going to take a look at that. And that is different than some other places as well, because they are giving you some really excellent templates and options to make decisions if you want text or you want more photos on the back. I'll show you that as well. In addition to that, we're going to look at the fact that you can do an address book right in your Forever account, and you can have all of your envelopes pre-printed for you with recipient address and also return address. To me, that is a game changer. So no more printing labels if you do that, or handwriting, which I know some people who still do that as well. And then lastly, you can use the QR code technology to be able to display a video or group of photos, or even an audio file on your card. And that's really great too. Okay, so let's go ahead and take a look. I'm going to share my screen over to my Forever account, and then we are going to go ahead and get started. All right, let me just line that up here. And I have a couple of pictures that I pulled together to walk through an example with you. So here's my Forever account. You can see I kind of added a few things here in the beginning just so we could look at some examples. And you can see numbering. So we're going to talk a little bit about organizing on this lunch call as well. But you can see when I write a 001 before my album, I like to bring those albums up to the top. Sometimes those are temporary albums for me. And then I can take that 001 off and it will just file in alphabetical order after that. But it's a way that I'm able to easily pull photos or, bring something to the top that I am working on. Certainly, you could always use the search album feature to go and search for those things as well. All right, so today we're going to focus on the cards. So let's take a look at the card experience. First of all, you would just go to create and print in order to access the cards. Then go down to cards, and that will take you into the card builder software right here. Now, right now, cards are 50% off, and they range from 30% off, 40% off to 50% off. It is kind of like the Shutterfly model with a lot of sales for the print. So just keep that in mind as well. There are also bulk discounts if you order a larger group of photos, and we'll take a look at that as well. Okay, so when you're in here, you can easily sort and find the holiday cards that work best for you and your holiday. Whether it is simple holiday or Christmas, religious Christmas, Hanukkah, or even Thanksgiving. Some people like to move quick and get their Thanksgiving cards out so they can be the first card received when those awesome fall and winter holidays begin. Okay, you could also sort by number of photos on the front. If you have one special photo that you know you want to use on your Christmas card, go for that one. And then it will bring up, obviously, all the cards that you could use for just one photo on the front, and so on and so forth. You can also decide if you want a standard card or if you want to use foil. So there is new foil card options, which are gorgeous. You're going to be able to choose from gold or silver for most of those. And if you know you want a foil card, you may want to go ahead and select it here. And then you also could feature by the most popular or most recent ones that you've created. Okay, so every card will also allow you to do a portrait or a landscape design. So go ahead and see which cards you like the best, and then you can just play around with it and see what photos you like to use there the best as well. And as you can see, there's a number of different beautiful and very clean and sophisticated choices here in your design. And also a little advertisement here for address book, which we're going to talk about in just a minute, that makes it so easy to do your holiday cards. Okay, so let's just go ahead and take a look now. Let's go with this happy holiday one. This is one of the new foil cards. So I'm going to go ahead and click on that. And again, I can go through the bottom here and look and see what this is going to look like. Basically, in the silver or the gold foil, and also the landscape or the portrait design. This is an example of the back of the card. So as I said, you are able to choose from these templates, which are really unique and fantastic and forever, to decide if you want 1 photo, 4 photos, or a spread of 9 photos along with text. And as you can see here, you could just have text simply if you want. And again, you're seeing that QR code that can easily be added to display a video or a grouping of photos or an audio file. And then again, the holiday card addressing. Okay, so in addition to that, when you begin your process, you can decide the quantity of cards that you want, and you're going to see what the pricing is reflected there. These are a little more than the other cards because they are the gold foil. So I can show you an example that's not gold foil, and you'll see a different discount up here. And then as you are going through, you can choose your foil color, your the way you want the card trimmed, if you want it straight edges or rounded edges. And then for the foil ones, it's only the 120-pound 12-point signature premium card. You can learn more about that actual paper on that card, but it is 120-pound Mohawk fine papers. They are beautiful. I've touched and felt all of them, and I would really tell you that they're very high-end cards. Okay, so before we go to personalize, I'm going to go back and choose one that's not foil. So we could even go just standard card here to see which ones are the standard cards. And why don't we choose this one right here, the snowflake one. I kind of like that. Okay, so you can see the pricing for this one is going to be less. You can see the different cardstock options at the bottom below. So the prices change depending upon what cardstock you select. And also, again, the number of cards you select. So I believe you start getting a discount when you are at 100 cards. So at 100 cards, they're 99 cents each. Okay. And again, you can go through and see kind of what they look like, what the color combinations are to kind of decide what you think is going to be best for your card. But basically, as you know, I don't need to show you how to do this, but you can just play around with it and see what works best. Okay. So I'm going to just select the blue, again, read about all of the different card stocks, and then click personalize. And that's when you're able to start adding the photos. And also changing the text as well. And when you do add these photos, you can simply click on the photo and then go to your albums page. And I would encourage you to have albums already selected and prepared for what you want to use on your card. And you can easily do that by just creating a new album and adding the photos you want to use to that album. So I just pulled some photos from a trip that we took, and I thought it would be fun and easy for me just to come in and show you how to grab these photos and how simple it is. Of course, I'm not going to use these photos because this was a trip from 2019, but I thought it would be easy way for me to kind of give you a demonstration of the holiday card. And then, you know, how you can move it around and blow it up. All of that is fairly self-explanatory. All right, so there's the front of our card, easy peasy. Choose whichever, trim that I want. I like it rounded, and also the card stock that I want. I hit next, and then on the back, this is where I can determine what I want the back to look like. If I want to just go with that one photo, again, it'll take me back to that same album, and I'll put the photo in there, and then I can add all of my text. And then add the QR code right here. This is another thing I wanted to show you. You can learn about it right here with the QR codes and how that works. But basically, you simply link this to an album or a photo or a video. You can select a file or an album so that the person scans it and then can have access to see, watch your video or see your photos. Now, if you are linking it to a video, so let me just do it as an example. So I'm going to select a file. I'm going to go back to my albums page. This is actually kind of a bad example for a Christmas card, but it is a Christmas dance video. So this is a dance video from last year's dance recital, but I thought it's a good example. So now if we scan that code, you're going to see a video. So you get the idea. Your family can make a hello video for Christmas, sing a song, or a highlight reel of your year. I can also, so let's remove that, add, select album this time. I can add an entire album. So if I go into vacations, let's say I want to add the out west trip. So now this is going to link to all the photos from our out west trip that I've decided to share with people. So if I take you, I'll take you and show you what that looks like in just a moment. Okay, then I can hit preview. I can look at the front of my card, and I can also go to that. I'm sorry, that was the back of my card. The front of my card, preview what that looks like. Oh, it's so cute. I love it. I just didn't change the name on there, but that's self-explanatory. So I can add all the text. I can change the font, make the font choices, the size, the alignment, and such. And then the envelope. This is where it gets really fun and easy and great. So I can come in here and edit the return address. Okay, so I didn't mean to have that one on there. Let's just delete that. Okay. Okay. Well, let's see. Edit return address. Okay, so I'll just put test and test. There you go. Okay, so you can see how I can put my own return address there, but if I want to do a return and recipient address, then I can do that. Actually, let's just put both. And then I would go through and select the addresses off of my address book list. So I'm not going to display all those right now, but you can do that very easily. And I'll show you that in just a minute. And then you review your order. So it's very easy to select the recipients that you want your address cards to be addressed to. And you can actually also do that through groups. Okay, so here's my card. And then I simply could add it to the cart. It's letting me know that I'm missing a few things. I'm not going to make the changes. Let's get that added to the cart. Oh, it's going to make me make the changes. Okay, well, I'm not going to do that now. I want to talk to you now about the address book. So if you simply go to your Forever account, top right-hand corner, click on the person, go down to where it says address book right here underneath my Forever Box Center. This is where you are able to add in any of your contacts. So you could add new contact and type them in, or you could import a CSV file and bring them in that way. So I don't want to display all those addresses, but that's exactly how you do it. So it's super simple. I have clients right now who are just simply adding in the address book and typing their names and all their addresses to have them saved in their Forever account. There is a new group sharing feature where you're able to group together. So if you have a huge address book, but you only want to send holiday cards to 25 people or 100 people, you could select and create a group called holiday cards and then put all of those people into that group. So there's some great functionality there that's really simple and easy to understand. Okay, so last point before we wrap up our lunch series today, because we're getting close to the 15 minutes, I just wanted to show you the album that was linked to that Christmas card. So here's the album of all these pictures, and I had that album linked to the QR code on that holiday card example that I gave you. So I'd encourage you to check the deals page at Forever. This is where you can always know what good deals that you can get from all these different print gifts. So cards right now are 40% off. and that goes through the end of the month. And I would encourage you to take a look at other things in print. I know we talked about this last week, but some really great gifts like ornaments, which are great bag tags for you as you're giving gifts, something very special. Notebooks and planners are fabulous gifts. And of course, calendars for the year to come. And, my favorite is photo books. All right. Well, we are up with our time.